Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld here, Trista here, and today I'm going to talk about, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, folks out there who think that I should not be a sailor fighter due to my world being ranked as a small world since 2006 YL. Now, you always hear about folks that always want to follow the new oversights or the new beliefs that just happen to be going around. Well, in 2006 YL, a lot of folks out there thought that God just made too many worlds in the Milky Way starway for them to keep a reckoning of. They didn't like it that Pluto or Underworld was ranked as the ninth world. So they came together and got a belief that, oh, well, it's smaller than all the other worlds. It takes longer to go around the sun once. It doesn't have that much wakefulness. And even though it has one moon and it goes around the Earth, takes a long time to go around the Earth because it's far out, it's a small world, meaning it's a nun world. And now we don't got to keep a reckoning of it. Or at least that was their belief. And they thought the whole world would go along with it. Now, some folks went along with it, but some folks like me did not. See, I don't care what the star-looking arm of the wisdom followership thinks. Yeah, I belong to the wisdom followership, not that arm of it. And I don't really care what they think. And folks can get pissed off if they want. They can get pissed off that God made about 5 between F worlds in the Milky Way starway instead of 8 or instead of 9 or whatever. All those small worlds out there, they're worlds. Get over it. And ever since that came out, there have been a lot of folks, making fun of it. A lot of folks wanting me off the sailor fighters. A lot of folks saying I shouldn't be a sailor fighter due to my world being a small world or whatever the fuck they come up with. Well, I don't care. See, I could care less what they think. All right? And what are those folks in the wisdom followership, the star-looking wisdom followership, going to say or do? Nothing. They're not going to come on this film, and bitch and rant about how I'm wrong about my world being a small world, but still a world. They're too busy doing other bullshit. Am I worried about folks, someone coming on this film and saying, oh, well, your world's a small world and you have to follow that oversight? You want to know the only things that is true about my world being a small world? That it's a small world that has some wakefulness, not too much, and it has one moon. And yes, my world, Pluto, Underworld, takes a longer time to go around the sun once, giving it a longer year, because it's way far out. Those are the only things there's truth to. To say that it's a nun world, now that's a belief right there. That's a belief. So, and I'm still one of the sailor fighters. I'm sorry, I still am. I still one of the elder sailor fighters. I don't care. You can bitch about how it doesn't match up with the wisdom belief here. Well, let me tell you something about some of these folks in the star-looking arm of the wisdom followership. They don't like shifting their mind. Once they make up their mind about something, they don't want to shift it. Even if they learn something new about, the starway, they don't want to shift it. It's like if they shift their mind on Pluto or Underworld being a small world, being a non-world in their eyes, then they're going to lose all the onlook they got. Oh, folks will stop onlooking me. They'll stop worshiping me because I had to go back on my belief in 2006 YL. Get over yourselves. There's all the other arms of the wisdom followership. Learn new things, and then it might shift what they learned before. But they're not worried about losing onlook over it, or worried about losing followers, or whatever the fuck. You know, why is it that a lot of folks in a stargazing arm of the star-seeking, the star-looking arm of the wisdom followership are always worried about their onlook? They're always worried about losing onlook, worry about folks not onlooking them, folks not following them anymore. Why are they always worried about that? And why is it that once they make up their mind about something, they don't like to shift it? Why the hell is it? Is that like one of the oversights you have to follow? Oh, I'm a healer and I got a rank in star looking. Well, if I want to be entrusted and be a follower of the star looking arm into wisdom followership, once I make up my mind on something, I can't shift it even if I learn something new. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't care. You know, I belong to the tree growing arm of the wisdom followership. And every time I learn new things about trees, you don't see me freaking out and go, oh no, I'm not shifting my mind about the trees that God made because I'll lose my onlook. Well, I'm not care about that. I still Sailor Fighter. My world's still a world, even if it's a small world. Get over it. I don't care. And I am so sick and tired of every foe that I meet, you know, or films being made to make fun of me and kicking me out of Sailor Fighters. And even though there's not as many films out there making fun of it, there's a lot of folks bringing it up. Sorry about that. I gotta get back to keeping a watch over the gate of room and time now. Tell me what you think about my world being a world, a small world. It's still a world. All right? I, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld, Trista, and I'll see you later.